5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
Yeah. What up?
Word up, son.
What's poppin'? It's The Bad Boy Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. What's poppin', Miles? What's going on?
I'm chilling, man.
Yeah.
Doing the damn thing all the time. Just chill.
I feel ya. So today's show, we're going to be talking about dealing with women who have nothing to offer. Okay, actually, you shouldn't be dealing with them, but we're we're going to be talking about that. You feel me? But
recognizing the women who have nothing to offer.
Exactly. So you know not to really fuck with them like that. You feel me? Or not fuck with them too much. You feel me? So we're going to go on a quick break, right? When we come back, we're going to get into some news, and then we're going to get into the topic. All right, you guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
All right. We are back.
Word up.
We are back on the Bad Boy Show. Okay, so there's some I couldn't find that much good news, but we're gonna talk about some bullshit. So so here we go. You feel me? So Amber Rose has allegedly, or I don't even know if like this is a real thing or whatever. I saw this clip online where she has her own TV show now. So yeah, so that's going down. That's going, and it's funny because part of me is like, you know, that shit is whack, but another part of me is like that shit is cool on her part as a hustler. You feel what I'm saying? Because
right.
You know, I've always admired the fact that Amber Rose knew how to, you know, play the game and get shit popping for herself. You feel what I'm saying? So
right.
So on that end, you know, I got to give her a round of applause. You feel what I'm saying?
Word up.
On that end, I got to do that. But on the other end, I'm just like, really? Like this shit. And it's funny because the clip they showed, it was basically, it looked like it's supposed to be some Wendy Williams type of show. You know, all that goofy gossip type of shit girls be watching or whatever. And so they had a clip of her talking about her and Wiz Khalifa, and she was like, "Oh, my baby daddy, I want another baby by him." And then she said some shit like, she basically said like he came on her face. Like she said that shit like on TV. So I don't know how that's like happening or how that's flying. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, like, I guess TV's getting that crazy now because nobody watches TV. So I guess they don't care what the fuck they're saying right now. You know what I mean? So I mean,
right, they're trying their best to put the most outrageous shit they can.
Exactly. So the people, because everybody's watching Netflix, like, or Hulu. Nobody, like, when's the last time you watched a TV show on TV? Like, when's the last time
Nigga, I plugged out my TV last week.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I had some other shit I needed to plug in, and first of all, I haven't even watched it
right
so long, but I'm just saying, like, I was trying to find fucking outlet space for other things. That's how crazy it is. Like, I don't fuck with my TV like that.
Right. Because I'm like, ain't nobody watching no goddamn TV. Like, when's the last time you actually got home because a show was about to come on you wanted to see? Like, nobody does that shit. You just wait for it to come online and then you watch the whole fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it's been going. So I don't know. I guess they figured, you know, why not put Amber Rose on TV? We ain't doing nothing else. You feel what I'm saying? So fuck it.
Right.
But they need to put the fucking Bad Boy Show on TV. That's what they need to do. You know what I'm saying?
But are they ready?
Exactly. They ain't gonna do that shit. It'll be canceled the first episode by a bunch of feminists and shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about on some bullshit. But anyway, so in other news, Michael Jordan decided to speak out against police brutality and all the shit that's been going down and all of this other stuff. Because, you know, Michael Jordan's been, he don't say shit. He's just like, I'm gonna just chill and get this paper and fuck the rest of y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck what's going down. But what happened is, I think, like, you know, since shit was getting so crazy, you know, I guess he felt some pressure to really say something. You feel what I mean? Like, he felt like he had to do something. But the thing was, he made this, like, statement basically talking about, you know, he was like, hey, I feel so bad about the shit that's happening with black folks and the police. And then he was like, I also feel bad that these cops are getting shot and blah. Like, he was on some middle of the road shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but he wasn't really going in, because he can't go in. It's like, once you start making a certain amount of money, like, nothing else matters but the fucking money. You feel what I'm saying? Or once you're in a certain position, nothing else matters except for maintaining that position. And by you, you know, this is a message to black people. Nobody cares about you. Okay. You gotta understand, nobody cares about us. Just, even black people don't care about us. You feel what I'm saying? Cause you would think niggas like Michael Jordan and Obama, people in high places, will be like, yo, I finally got this platform so I could start talking that shit. You understand? But then now that they got the platform, these niggas is quiet as hell. You feel what I'm saying? But the reason why they so quiet is because, you know, the way the situation is right now. You know what I mean? It's like, once you get in that position and you see that money and the perks that you're getting, you're just like, well, I mean, you know, you start thinking a whole different way. You start thinking, well, I could say something. I could say some real shit, but then I'm gonna be broke. You feel me? Or I could just ignore it, or just pussyfoot around the shit and just keep my money and keep the money flowing. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So you got to ask yourself, what would you do? You feel what I'm saying? Like, Miles, what would you do? Would you keep quiet, or would you keep talking shit or whatever?
Well, see, since I'm a real nigga,
right,
I'm gonna make sure I get money around real nigga shit. And
right, exactly.
Sure it's all me, so I don't have to answer to no fucking white man or no nigga that's over me who's controlling the media or the shit around my shit. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's like that's the shit right there.
When niggas spend their money with me, they know they spending money with a real nigga, period.
Right,
so
right.
If they see me, like, I want to be on some David Banner shit, you know what I'm saying? If they see me on the internet wilding out, talking about white supremacy or masculinity or some other shit, they'll be like, oh, yeah, that's that nigga right there. You feel me?
Right, right, exactly.
And I'm going to tell you something else. Michael Jordan did not say shit.
Mm-hmm. It was his people that wrote that.
Michael Jordan did not say shit. That was all the people at fucking Air Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because you telling me all these fucking incidents of niggas getting shot because they fighting over your sneaker, and you don't say shit.
Right.
But now you want to talk about this this stuff going on. He probably didn't even know the shit was coming out. Like, he was probably chilling somewhere, you know, with his brand new white wife and shit, chilling.
Right, exactly.
And somebody called him up, was like, yo, did you just release a statement talking about all this police brutality and stuff? And he's like, what? And then he went to go check the shit, and he realized that them niggas at Air Jordan made a statement for him. That's all that happened.
Right, exactly.
That's all that happened.
Like, he didn't find out it was out till after it was out. He was like, it was like, yo, he's like, when did you make that statement? He's like, what statement? Oh, okay, I guess I did make that statement. He's like, all right, whatever. How's the bank account looking? Okay, awesome. And he goes back to whatever the fuck he doing. You feel what I'm saying?
That's it. That's all I need.
And you know, it's funny. They had another story, actually, I think, about Nike or whoever, you know, with the Air Jordans and all that shit, where they was addressing, I guess, the violence and the craziness that happens when his Jordan sneakers comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I guess they wanted to know, like, what he thought about that, and or the people he worked with made a statement. You know, they were saying that, you know, people really love the Jordans, but we don't condone the violence and blah 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 blah. But the part with that, though, like, see, if a person is gonna fight over some sneakers, then that's on them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? I guess they feel like they need to address it, but it's like, if y'all motherfuckers is dumb enough to fight over some sneakers, then that's on y'all. That's y'all fucking fault. I don't understand, like, because I always looked at that like, yo, these motherfuckers are stupid. Because people always just say, why don't Michael Jordan say anything about that? It's like, for what though? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like it's better he don't say something, because you got to realize how stupid you are. It's one of them things where you know when you tell somebody something, or you look at somebody and you see them doing dumb shit and they know they doing dumb shit. So you're like, I'm not even going to tell you doing the dumb shit, because you know you doing dumb shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, that's on you. If you fucking up, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't force you to buy these damn sneakers. I didn't force you to stand outside online for these shits because you ain't got no fucking life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's on y'all, man. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, oh my God. I never understood that whole shit with the sneakers. And I mean, I guess people like what they like, but nah, I got shit to do, man. I can't be fucking standing online for no goddamn sneakers. Like, chill, B.
The only thing with them sneakers, as far as the sneakers go, that I kind of fuck with is the fact that niggas buy them and then they resell them for more money on eBay and shit. Right,
exactly. I could get with that. I understand that, because that's, you trying to hustle. You feel what I'm saying? So exactly. I could feel that. But if you want some shit where you just trying to get fly and stun on niggas, is like, come on, son. Like, really? Like, aren't we past that? Isn't there more better shit to do? I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, so in other news, Bow Wow, the rapper Bow Wow, said that he can't relate to civil rights issues because he's mixed. Okay.
Damn, we really couldn't find those stories this week, bro.
I know, exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Who gives a fuck about Bow Wow? Like who? Like, seriously? Come on, man.
But it's funny though, because the shit was like trending all over the place and shit, and I'm just like, why? Like, and niggas was mad at him. Like, Just Blaze is mad at the nigga. What's that other dude? Roland Martin, that nigga better be on TV One. Like, dude just getting in his ass. Like, what are you talking about? And blah 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 and all this other shit. And I'm just like, yo, like, if you gotta understand, it's you either black or white. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's really it. You either black or you white. And I know people gonna be like, oh, what about Asians, and what about Asians are slanted-eyed black people, okay? You're talking about fucking Indians. Indians are dark-skinned white people. Dark-skinned black people that look white. You ever notice Indian people sort of look like white folks? Black people with white people hair? It's like weird. I don't know. I don't want no Indians sending hate mail to us, but I'm just saying. You feel me? I be watching them Bollywood joints. I was thinking about that. Like, these niggas look like fucking a mixture of white black people. They look like white people who got mixed with fucking, I don't know, a really strong tan. It's interesting. But anyway, so this nigga Bow Wow, this dude Bow Wow, talking about he can't relate because he's mixed. Dude, if you're out doing your thing and you get some white supremacists or some fucking racist cops or whoever that see you, they're not gonna be like, oh well, he's mixed, we're not gonna fuck with this guy. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're not gonna experience that shit or understand. Like, if you go into a store, niggas will follow you in the store because you black. They ain't gonna be like, oh, not him, he's mixed. Like, that shit don't even make sense to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just it is certain black people just want to sort of be able to have an out from the situation. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, the reality is you living in this fucking society, and it is what it is. You feel what I mean? Instead of trying to like ignore it or trying to, get that out, you got to figure out what you got to do to really come up and make shit pop for you. You feel what I mean? Like, fuck all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is stupid.
The thing though is that I'm thinking maybe he got like a movie coming up.
Right. Where he trying to promote?
He's trying to like not make the people that's about to sign his check mad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And bring publicity to himself at the same time.
Something, probably, man. See, that's that thing, man. It's like, yo, money is so funny, man. Like, soon as niggas get money, it's like you can't be yourself. This is why it's important to where you gotta really have your own shit, man. You gotta really fucking have your own fucking stuff. Because when you got all these other niggas cutting you checks, it's like, man, you got to be on some other shit, man. It's fucking crazy. But anyway,
some other shit.
For real, it's terrible. Anyway, so we're gonna get into a subscriber email, and we're gonna see what's popping with this.
Wait, hold up, real quick. Donald Trump. I think that was a little bit of news. I mean, just to balance it out, because them other news stories is kind of. I mean,
what happened with Donald Trump?
Like you said, not a lot of shit happened this week, but I know that Donald Trump asked Russia to help him hack into Hillary Clinton's email.
Wow.
And Bernie Sanders endorsed
Hillary
Clinton.
Right.
Yeah, because they had the Democratic convention this week. They had the Republican convention, I think, last week. Did we talk about how Donald Trump's wife plagiarized Michelle Obama's speech?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit, man.
Yeah,
that shit was stupid.
And then I don't know anything else.
Right.
But,
So
but it's a whole bunch of shit happening with the politics.
Right. So what happened with what happened with Michelle Obama? So she had a speech she done a while ago, and then Donald Trump's wife did basically the same shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, she did a speech. She did a speech. I think it was remember when Obama was about to come president again?
Right.
Like when he was doing the second term.
Right.
They had a Democratic convention then, just like they have it now. And then Michelle Obama spoke at it, and she did a speech, and it was real good. And this chick, Ivana Trump or whatever the hell her name is,
right?
I think he's on his like fifth wife now. I can't keep up, but whoever he's married to now, she did a speech, and she plagiarized word for word. Like she plagiarized sections of it, but each section that she plagiarized was word for fucking word. It wasn't a paraphrase or nothing. Like
wow,
it was bad.
So
bad. People was looking at her like, God damn, like what the fuck?
So Michelle Obama is ghostwriting for this bitch or something? Is that what's going on?
Pretty much. It's crazy what's really going on, man. These people are wild, man.
Hey, yo, you know it's crazy too because I heard there was another thing that was going on with Michelle Obama where in a speech or some speech she did where she said that the White House was built by slaves or whatever.
Right.
And so everybody
was
did that the other day. Yeah, everybody was losing their minds, like, oh, this and that. And I'm like, yo, that's what the fuck happened. Like, I don't understand why people be acting like... It's like whenever you call out the fucked up shit, it's like people want to, like, just... You know, they get mad at you for calling it out. It's like, what? Like, that shit makes no sense to me. I'm like, just stop doing fucked up shit. Like, I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with people. And then it was fucked up because Bill O'Reilly, on his show, he was like, oh, yeah, well, there were slaves, but there were... other people too, and he was like the slaves got good food and they had really good comfortable lodgings in the fucking place, and I'm like, this nigga see that's why it's like to say that shit is like you see like his take or his view of black people. It's like, yeah, you know, y'all was slaves, but y'all niggas had some good food, like, you know, y'all, like, we animals or some shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, don't worry about being slaves. Like, that's what y'all supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? But we was treating y'all good in the position you were supposed to be in. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, this nigga, oh man, it's funny, man. It's funny. Like, these motherfuckers is the worst, yo. Like, it's like you ever have one of them days you just wish you didn't exist on this earth. You're like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? Why am I here? You understand? Like, what? This shit is stupid. It's like everything is fucking.
Like humanity. It's like when you look at some of the shit that humanity comes up with, and you think to yourself, "I'm a part of humanity." It's like,
right?
Man, like really?
Exactly.
Like, am I really a part of this shit?
Like, this shit is embarrassing.
Hell yeah, exactly.
This shit is so fucking embarrassing. I'm like, oh my god.
If aliens came, I would be embarrassed.
Right.
I would be embarrassed before I got scared. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. I'm like, this shit is terrible. Oh man. Anyway, so all that fucking political garbage. It's just nonsense, man. Y'all be having people, hollering at me talking about, yo, why, how come you ain't gonna vote and why you ain't voting? And I'm just like, man, fuck all that shit. Like the whole thing is just a fucking clown show. Like all of this shit is just stupid. You understand? Hillary's gonna be president. Ain't shit gonna change except for just it's probably gonna be more feminization of society. And then, that's what it is. You understand? More niggas gonna be with tight jeans, and it's gonna be more, women wilding out because they think they in charge. And it's gonna be a whole bunch of that bullshit. So, just get prepared for that. You feel me? So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It's gonna be a lot more MGTOW videos. You feel me? It's just gonna be all that shit. Anyway, so before we go on break, we're gonna answer subscriber email. So this one says, I hit up a girl in her DM and I told her I liked her and I would like her to be my girlfriend, and she said okay. Wait, hold on, let me stop for a second. Wait, it's funny though. It's funny though because I'm wondering while I'm reading. I'm wondering how old this dude is, because it just sounds funny. Like you on Instagram, and I'm wondering, is this a random? I guess let me finish reading this shit. Okay, so he's like, I liked her. I told her I wanted her to be my girlfriend. She said okay. Just to clarify, I knew her before this. Okay, so he said he knew her before this. But when I was talking about a relationship, she was like, "What relationship?" Despite her telling me she would be my girl. But I ignored that. After she started texting me and telling me how much she would like me to be her man and calling me bae and all that shit, I did put in work with all of that, but now she hardly answers my texts. And when she does, she be hitting me with that hey babe, or sometimes it will just be a dry hey. But the fact of the matter is, she blatantly will just ignore my texts, and times she would ignore my texts at times for very long periods and talk to others, and I don't know why. So I would like to know where I went wrong. All right. So you're saying you hollered at the chick in the DM and said, I want you to be my girl, and she said yes, and now she's acting all funny style. So first of all, let me tell a lot of you guys, first of all, when it comes to you dealing with a girl and, you wanting a girlfriend and stuff, and I said this on a couple of videos, is that you don't ever need to ask a woman to be a girl. Ever. You don't need to. Okay? You wait for her to fucking beg you and annoy you to be her man. Okay? That's what it is. That's how it works. So what that means is, you usually date a chick and be having sex with her and just chilling and, hooking up and everything. And then at some point, she's going to give you that look and she's going to give you that talk about how she wants to take things to the next level. She wants to, she's been thinking about you and her being together, yada, yada, yada. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to give a chick, time to choose to want to do that, because that's when she really wants to actually be with you. You feel what I'm saying? But in your situation, you said you hollered at her in online, and I guess that's where shit is going now. Motherfuckers is like asking online if, to be a girl or whatever. But anyway, you asked her online, and now she's going back and forth. I mean, you're hitting her up, and she's sort of ignoring your texts, and she's not hitting you up, or she's like, saying, hey, what's up one day and not, saying it the next, and calling you bae and all of this. But so she's sending all these mixed signals. There's a simple thing you have to do. Just charge it to the fucking game. It's really that simple. I mean, I don't know what's that's the only, you're saying, what did you do wrong? Well, first, trying to ask her to be a girl, but then second, continuing to deal with this type of behavior. You understand? Because if you could have checked her and said, listen, if you gonna be my girl, are we doing this thing? You can't be acting like that. When I text you, you got to text me back. And then if she's not doing that shit, then you charge her. You feel what I'm saying? It's really that simple. You understand? But the thing is, a lot of guys that get, a little too attached to these chicks, and you want things to work out so bad, and you're just like, oh, but I really like her and all this other stuff. But the thing is, if the girl isn't acting right, you got to keep it moving. You feel what I'm saying? It's really that simple. I know it's not easy sometimes because you're just like, oh, I really want her, or we had sex and it was good and this and that. But it comes to a point where you got to say, okay, I got to get rid of this chick, because keeping her or dealing with her in the long run, when she's being like that, you understand, or you're putting yourself in them situations, it's not good for you in the long run. Because one, it's not good for you because you're dealing with a chick who is on some bullshit, and then you're conditioning yourself to accept that type of behavior. So then you become a guy who accepts that type of behavior. You feel what I'm saying? And it's so, and the thing is that, you know, that happens. And then also, you know, it's with two is not respectful to yourself. You understand? You got to respect your time. You got to respect your energy. You got to respect yourself enough to surround yourself with people who are going to, you know, respect you and treat you in the way you need to be treated. And when you're dealing with a chick and she's being on some bullshit, that's not the way you should be treated when you're dealing with a woman. You feel me? Is really that simple. Like, that's the reason why a lot of you guys get treated this way, because on a collective level, men are dealing with the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? If you're not dealing with the bullshit, if we ain't dealing with the bullshit, they can't, you know, they're not going to do the bullshit. That's the only reason they're doing it, because you're putting up with it. So you got to stop doing it. You got to tell your friends to stop doing it. They got to tell their friends to stop doing it. And it has to be a thing. Do you understand? It's like, I feel like women, more so than men, have like this, you know, sisterhood of bullshit they do to get to fuck with us. You feel what I'm saying? Or to game us.
Right.
But for men, you got niggas who's real niggas, then you got the simps, then you got the manginas, then you got the male feminists. We all over the fucking place.
There's no unity.
You know what I'm saying? There's not. It's like fucking stupid, because dudes be on that scavenger shit. It's like one dude tells a chick, nah, that ain't cool, and then you got 10, 12 other niggas trying to fucking butter her up and buy her drinks and pay for her rent and all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's and then when you come across a chick when you want shit to go down and you want, you know, things to go the way you expect it to go, it ain't gonna go that way, because niggas ain't really on, you know, on the same page. So it is what it is, man. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, you guys just gotta charge these chicks to the game, man. Like, whenever they on that bullshit, charge them to the fucking game. You feel me? But look, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into this topic of how to recognize when you're dealing with a woman who has nothing to offer. You feel me? You're listening to The Bad Boy Show. Do you want to learn the easiest way to have more sex with more women? Then get the critically acclaimed book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. In this book, you'll learn everything you need to know about attracting and sleeping with beautiful women. That's How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get your copy today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com. Are you an actor who needs headshots? Do you have an event or a wedding coming up and you need a photographer? If you do, make sure you go to PavionPhoto.com. Pavion is a professional photographer who will supply you with high-quality video and photography services for any event. Contact him at PavionPhoto.com. That's PAVION Photo.com. PavionPhoto.com. All right, people. We're back on the Bad Boy Show. So today we're going to be talking about recognizing when you're dealing with a chick who has nothing to offer. So what does that mean? What does that actually mean? Because, you know, I'd say 100% of women have vagina to offer. So we're talking about, you know, besides vagina. So when we say nothing to offer, we're saying that the only thing she has really to offer is sex. You understand?
Right.
Or how cute she is. And, you know, that's just all like what she has. So the thing is, we're talking about, you know, how to recognize that this is, you know, this chick is that type of girl. Because a lot of times when guys are dealing with women, you get so blinded by the fact that, you know, she's hot, you want to have sex with her, you want to do all these things. And that's all cool and well on the surface, right? But the thing is, once you become you know, a little bit more of a guy who has, you know, things going on himself. Once you've, you know, had a lot of vagina, you understand? Once you're in a situation where, you know, you start to see how women act, right? You start to realize there's a whole different, ball game when it comes to dealing with girls, right? So sometimes, you could just be in a situation where you're like, hey, this chick's hot and I'm a smash and that's cool. You understand? But a lot of times guys jump over the damn moon. They bend over backwards. They go through all of this shit for a woman who really has nothing to offer but vagina. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And so they're not they're not on a different level of the game. Like these guys aren't on the level of the game where they're actually evaluating women. And this is like very important for when you're dealing with chicks, and the better that you get at the game, the better that you get at approaching women, talking to women, you're dating girls, you're hooking up, you're doing all this other stuff. What's going to happen is after a while, once you start getting vagina, the bullshit that you're dealing with when it comes to women won't be worth just vagina. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you'll start to understand that at a certain point once you start making stuff happen. And sometimes you'll understand that even before you even get an ass. You feel what I'm saying? Or if you're not getting that much ass.
You about to make me start crying.
So you recognize that shit. You feel what I mean? So I got some stuff here. We're gonna talk about what are some things that women display when they have nothing to really offer. So one of these things is that when you deal with a girl, she expects you to do everything. Okay. Right. She expects you to do every fucking thing. So, you're already usually doing a lot of stuff from the beginning where you see a girl, you approach her, you get her number, you probably hit her up and set a date or whatever. So now she comes to the date, and let's say you guys go for a drink and then y'all went to go get something to eat afterwards or whatever, right? So, let's say you had 2 rounds of drinks. She expects you to pay for both rounds of the drinks. You feel me? Then you go out to dinner. She expects you to pay for the whole dinner. She's not even trying to put a tip in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she's not even reaching for her purse, nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So some girls don't even bring money with them on dates. You feel what I'm saying? So they're expecting you to do everything because it's not, and sometimes it's not necessarily that they don't have money, because these girls have money, but their mindset is that you are supposed to do all the shit. You feel what I'm saying? And their mindset is like that because they don't have the mindset of them basically doing anything for you. You understand? Because you, to them, you're like a human ATM machine. You are, you see how they say, people look at women as objects? No, a lot of women look at men as objects. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how they come at you. They come at you like an object.
We're objects and utilities. That's what we are.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when a bitch look at a nigga and ask him to pay her bill, that shit ain't by accident. Like,
right.
They need you to take care of utilities.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. And so they fucking expect you, to do everything. So it's like that type of chick. She doesn't really have much to offer. You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is, her mind state is where she's like, well, he's supposed to do everything for me. And so she's already in that mind state of not even thinking about offering you anything. You understand? And she knows you want sex. So she's like, yeah, I'll fuck him at some point once he has filled his quota of what I think he needs to do in order to make me happy or whatever the fuck it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so
I need him to paint my house, drive me around, take me shopping, all of this shit. I need him to listen to me talk about all these other niggas that I'm fucking and dumping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Moto tampon, they call that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole lot of shit that they want you to do for them, and if you ain't paying attention, you'll do that shit.
Right.
Because you hoping that one day she gonna open up the legs to you and shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's real talk, man. It's real fucking talk, man. And these chicks out here, you gotta understand that, like, if they are coming at you in that way, you have to be prepared to screen that out. So this is why I always tell guys, you know, and if you guys go to badboymembership.com, which you all should be a Bad Boy member, I have an audio program called How to Spend $10 or Less on a Date. Okay, so if you're going to go on dates, a lot of times you're going to have chicks who are going to just go on dates because they expect you to take them to fancy dinners and do all this other stuff. But if you go out on a date and you spend only $10 or less on the first date, second date, or even third date, if it goes that far, you understand? Then it's like you're sort of screening out the chicks who are going to be on that bullshit, the chicks who are, you know, not bringing anything to the table. Because the thing is, when you go out on a date, you got to notice or look to see if the girl is trying to participate in paying or putting something in.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. She gotta at least reach for the purse.
Right.
Or ask you, like, she could ask you real quick, like, oh, you know, you got this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
You know, because I can help you out with the next round, or
right.
I can take care of this round, and you can take care of the next one, or something.
Right. You see what I'm saying? But if they just sitting there mad silent, then it's like, nah, you gotta keep it moving with this chick, because she's on that shit.
You literally have some bitches that only leave the house with their fucking ID, my nigga.
Right.
They refuse to take a debit card or a little bit of cash. And that's not even smart, because you should always have a little bit of cash on you just in case you need to get a cab or, you know, something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you need to buy some condoms or some shit. So if, you know, them chicks who leave their house with just their ID, you know they on some straight gold digging shit.
Right. Exactly. And another thing that I have on here that we talking about, you know, recognizing a chick who, you know, isn't going to has nothing to offer. And this is what me and Miles was talking about this other day, is that you have women who, and this is like almost like a trick almost, because they think they have something to offer when they do this. But you have women who have degrees, who went to college and got their masters and the bachelors and all that bullshit, and they think that that is important and that's bringing something to the table. But what they're doing is they're just, you know, being wage slaves. You understand? So the thing is, you run into a lot of women who think that having a degree is something that's like, you know, oh, it's going to be important to the guy, or he's going to look at me like I'm special or I'm better, or and all this other stuff. You understand? But in reality, what happens is, you know, and there's nothing wrong with a woman having her degree, and, you know, if you want to work, that's cool, but that's something extra. You understand? But that's not like the essential. You feel what I mean? Like, the essential is, if you're dealing with a chick, she's your woman first. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is that when she has that degree, she is her boss's bitch first. You feel what I'm saying? So that's really what. Like, yo, I was watching an episode of Mad Men, right, on Netflix, and this is a scene where the chick, it was her birthday, right, and her fucking boyfriend set up a surprise party for her when he brought her family out to this dinner, to this restaurant, right? So she's supposed to meet the dude at the restaurant. She doesn't know, you know, her family's there and everybody's waiting for her, right? So she's about to leave work, and her boss says, "Hey, I need you to stay back for a minute and help me with something," right? So she's like, you know, she didn't even let him know, like, "Hey, this is my birthday. I got some people waiting." She was just like, he was like, "Don't worry, it'll take like 5 minutes or whatever." So she's like, "All right, cool." So then she gets there. She ends up spending like fucking 3 or 4 more hours there. And then her boyfriend's calling her like, "Yo," he's like, "Yo, the fuck, where you at?" And then he finally tells her like, "Yo, I got your whole family here waiting. Like, where the fuck are you at?" You feel what I'm saying? Right. And then, but I got to give it to the boyfriend in the scene, because he actually dumped her right there on the phone in front of her family. I was like, that's some gangster shit. I was like, that's some gangster shit right there. How you dump your girl on the phone in front of her family on her birthday? I gotta clap that up again.
No, that's exactly how you do it. So you gotta let a bitch know that you ain't scared to let her go in any situation.
Right, exactly. I was like,
no, truthfully, that's the type of shit that more niggas need to do. Because I bet you that bitch thinks twice.
Right. Exactly.
And the problem is a lot of dudes will condone that type of shit, and so she'll keep on doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's crazy.
That's terrible, man.
That's great. And that's what we're talking about. Like, how the fuck is your birthday? Your man did all this shit. He's waiting for you to come through. And then your boss say, oh, well, you got to stay. And then you fucking stay. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And again, I'm not saying like, oh, the chick shouldn't have a job and the chick shouldn't work or whatever on all that other shit. But it's like, yo, your man is supposed to come first. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the part
Exactly.
that women don't really get. And then the thing is that how is she actually bringing something to the table or offering you something when she's all up in her boss's situation? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, this shit is ridiculous. This shit is so ridiculous.
Like, yo, I know a couple. I know of a couple. The man works, and the wife is a fucking nurse. And with nurses, nurses do like 12-hour shifts 3 days a week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's long hours and shit, but they off for most of the week. So the fact that you off means that, like, if you're free and if you want to, you can do more hours and shit. So
right.
What will happen is sometimes your nurse manager will schedule you to work, if they're shorthanded or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And son, they called the lady's house after she just came home from work.
Right.
Called her house and was like, "Oh, we have some nurses that are going to be off. We would like you to come in." And she gave the phone to her husband, son.
Right.
She didn't even answer the question. She said, "Hold on 1 second." Handed the phone to her husband.
Right.
And the husband said, she got her job and agreed to give y'all 36 hours a week, and she will give you no more than that. She's my wife first before she's a nurse for your hospital.
Right.
Thank you very much and good night.
Right. Exactly.
That's the type of shit. That's the type of shit that needs to come. That's how men need to handle their situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in those type of situations, because a lot of people don't see the thing. A lot of people don't realize is that when females run around talking all this shit about her degrees and her 6-figure salary and all of this and all of that,
right?
Unless she owns her own business, you have to understand that her mindset is deeply indoctrinated to the allegiance of another man. You understand?
Real talk.
So before you even step to her, when she's on that shit, if you know that you a nigga that got a plan and that needs a woman to support that plan and move things forward, you have to be really, really careful who you let into your cipher. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Right.
a lot of niggas will see a sexy bad bitch and be like, "Oh, she's smart, she independent, and that's great." Nah, nigga, she gotta be smart and independent to everybody else except you.
Right.
She's gonna be your woman.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that means even if she got a job, her boss is looking at her like, "Yo, I know her man don't play that overtime shit, so
Right.
I'm a pick and choose when I really, really, really need her to stay behind, and I'm gonna probably have to call her man in advance to set that type of shit up." You feel
Right.
me?
Exactly.
Like you gotta let it be known that that's your woman, and she's not your slave first. She's my woman first. Because if push come to shove and you fire her, I'm the nigga that gotta hold her down.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And don't get it twisted. Them good old boys will fire any of y'all at the drop of a fucking dime. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And at the end of the day, who you going home to? You gotta go home to your wife or your husband. So they should be the first priority.
Right.
So that's why it's so important for you to understand that type of mindset.
Real fucking talk, man. Real fucking talk, yo. Shit is crazy. Man, that's some real talk. And so, and another thing, guys, is that, when you are, recognizing if a chick is, the type of chick who has nothing to offer, right? And I've seen this happen plenty of times, or I've talked to girls or whatever, right? You're going to have women who aren't doing anything with their lives and don't have anything of value to offer. So what that means is, because on the flip side, you're gonna meet women who you'll talk to and you'll say, "So, what do you do, or what's your ambition? What's your passion?" Right? And a chick will literally tell you, "Oh, I don't really do nothing. I just chill." Like seriously, like they will tell you this
I've
shit.
heard that shit before. Yeah,
They will tell you this fucking shit. Like they literally do nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when you fucking encounter women like that, you have to run. Okay?
Run.
Get far away from this chick.
Just tell that bitch, be like, look, pardon me for a second. I gotta go over here.
Right? Exactly. Because and the thing is you would say, you looking at her and you say to yourself, okay, like let's say if she's a hot chick, like let's say she's fucking hot, right? And she says she doesn't do anything. That's even worse. Like if an average looking goofy chick says she don't do nothing, then it's like, okay, that shit sucks also, but you know, you're just a regular chick, so whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But if you're a hot chick, hot women get basically opportunities thrown at them all the time. They get people that's trying to talk to them, they meet all these people. So if a hot chick ain't doing shit, then she's a dumb motherfucker. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she's not even using her hotness to get shit popping. And so she has no type of hustle. She has no type of people skills. She has no type of you know, knowing how to maneuver. She doesn't do anything. Like she's useless. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So all that's going to happen is that just automatically by you really, really fucking with her, you understand what I'm saying? What's going to happen is that, you know, she's going to leech off you. All the energy that you got is going to be sucked out of you because there's nothing she's bringing in. You feel what I'm saying? So the only thing you could literally do with this chick is if you see her, if it's like some one night stand shit. So if you're at the club and she wants to suck your dick that night, fine. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, don't start wifing her up. Don't start trying to see her all the time. And hey, no, because she ain't doing shit. You feel what I'm saying? And her not doing shit is gonna do nothing for you. You feel what I mean? It's
exactly.
gonna, you know, it's gonna.
I want to add too. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's a few niggas out there, like especially like young niggas who, they're not really at the stage where they really give a fuck about if a bitch is bringing anything to the table. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's understandable. But that's why we always talk about, like, you know, personal responsibility and knowing who you are and knowing what you are. So if you're not at that stage yet, then that's all well and good. However, there'll come a point when you will be at that stage. So at that point in time, you have to remember to begin to decipher the shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you fall in, because if you get used to just constantly fucking with bitches that ain't about nothing, that's gonna be a habit for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you young now, and it don't really matter. You just trying to find a chick to smash and, you know, pump and dump, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But keep in mind that when you get older, like all that talking and going out and finding bitches to pump and dump, it takes time, and it's going to take time away from the important things that you may be doing in your life at that point. Right. So just understand why this is important overall. Understanding which bitches are about something and which bitches ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or I should say, which women are about something and which bitches are not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just keep it in mind. It may not necessarily apply to you right fucking now, but at some point it will. Mm-hmm. Because look, man, we at this point, shit, I'm trying to encourage 12-year-olds to be about something, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to encourage niggas from super duper young to be about something. Because I mean, I'm not saying you gotta wife a bitch, but at least fuck with a bitch that could do something for you. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Pretty much.
Or fuck with a bitch that knows somebody that could do something for you.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's funny is that sometimes, see, this is the thing that most guys don't recognize is that until you encounter or until you experience a woman who does something for you or does something, you know, in a situation that benefits you besides vagina, you're not going to know what we're talking about here. You feel what I'm saying? Right. You're not going to understand it. But when it does happen, you'll see, you haven't seen a sexy chick until you've seen a chick do something for you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the type of shit that you just like, yo, okay, she's the shit right here. This is why when I hear, you know, I could tell when a dude has, you know, a small level of experience with women, usually the guys that have a super small level of experience with women, they're always concerned, or they're very hype about a woman being physically attractive, meaning all they care about is how hot she looked. That's the number. Is she? Oh my gosh, she's bad. She's a hot chick. She's a 10. Blah blah blah. Now that's all well and good, right? But you'll see a dude with a chick who you would say is probably like a 6, but then if you talk to that dude and he'll tell you like the shit that he do with this chick, that chick will turn into a fucking dime in 5 seconds flat. But when you find out what the fuck she's about, you feel what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have a dude with a hot ass chick who don't do nothing, but then you're gonna see another dude with a chick who you would say is physically like a 6, but that chick helped this nigga make $50,000 last month. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like. So I'm like, look, I'm like the one that helped the nigga make $50,000. That chick is a dime. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what we're trying to say is that you got to understand like what a chick is bringing to what is she doing? Like even if you had a chick who fucking, let's say you was chilling with a chick and she would cook you some food every morning or some shit. You understand? So that you go to work or whatever the fuck you're doing with with a stomach of food. You feel what I mean? So like she giving you that energy, like that's bringing something to the table. She's helping you out with some shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like a chick, at the end of the day, what we're trying to say is you can't just have a chick draining your nutsack and that's it. You feel what I'm saying? It has to be something else. You feel what I mean? It has to be other shit. You feel what I mean? It has to be some other shit. You feel me? And the thing is, another way to recognize when a chick is, I talked about this on Facebook the other day, and a lot of women got mad at me about this shit. Like even chicks be hitting me up in the inbox talking about how could you say that? Like they don't even want to say it on the public forum of Facebook. They just be hitting me in the direct message and shit, getting mad. But anyway, I said this on Facebook where I was saying that a woman who doesn't really bring anything to the table, has nothing to offer, will use her pussy as a bargaining chip because they have nothing to offer. Do you understand? Right. So they're going to be using you for your resources, your time, your money, your energy, all this other stuff because they know you want to fuck them. So they're withholding the sex so that you can do all this shit for them, and then they'll finally give you the sex after they feel that you fulfilled whatever need they needed to make happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like they got this chick, the chick that was on Tinder. She was getting dudes to come over and fix her fucking house and her apartment. Like she was using guys to to basically to fix her refrigerator or her air conditioner or some goofy shit. So
son, and the worst part about it is she was a dog, son. She was like what? Wasn't she like 57?
Yeah, she's an old chick.
Like shit.
She was an old chick. You feel what I'm saying?
57 and look like one of them drugged out hippie bitches. Like, yo, terrible, son. And niggas she was saying how she got her whole apartment fixed up.
Right.
Fucking with these niggas.
Right. And you see, and it's like, what is she really doing for anybody? What is she really? You understand what I'm saying? So
like that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like y'all niggas gotta fucking up the standards a little bit because these chicks is getting away with a lot of shit.
Right.
They're getting away with so much shit.
Pretty much. Pretty fucking much.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really know because I mean I'm at a different level because I'm an older type of nigga, but y'all young boys gotta fucking let these bitches know y'all mean business. Be like it ain't. I mean. These guys is going over there, literally fixing shelves and shit in her apartment,
right?
Just to spend time with the bitch,
right?
Because she made sure she told them that it ain't gonna be no sex, and they're not even gonna go out on a date,
right?
She just want you to come over to fix her shit,
right? And dudes and actually
go
did
over
the
there,
shit.
do fix the shit, and then just leave, and and that's it. Like, come on, man. Like, is the presence of a female that is your time so much less valuable than being in the presence of a female? Like,
right.
That's really crazy to me.
Exactly. That shit is terrible, and that's what I'm saying. Like Like what is she bringing to the table? What does she have to offer? Nothing. And you got these guys doing all this extra shit out of hopes that, oh, maybe she'll just give them some ass. You feel what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it's an old ass lady. It's just like, really, in this situation,
old,
like
ugly ass lady.
It's like, yo,
because I mean, shit, you got some old ladies out there that could get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not this chick, not this one.
But yeah, that shit is crazy. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna have chicks out there who they're gonna be using their vagina to, you know, get stuff from you. You feel what I'm saying? So anytime when you're dealing with a girl who
let me stop you real quick. Rephrase that. Using the promise of vagina.
Right, exactly.
Using the promise of vagina, because to actually use the vagina means that there's a nigga doing something for her, and while he's doing it, she's fucking him. You understand?
Right, exactly,
That's
exactly.
using the vagina, but it's a lot of women out there using the promise of a vagina, and these niggas is so fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're so fucking, like, gassed up that, oh, maybe we'll get to fuck. So let me repaint her whole house. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's terrible. And this is why usually when you're dealing with chicks who are making it, you because I get emails about this all the time. Guys will be like, yo, I'm trying to get with this girl and she, you know, she's playing games and I'm trying to smash and she's making me wait and she talking about she want to, you know, get to know me and do all of this and you know, she wanted to take it out and all that. That's a chick that ain't got nothing to offer because she is basically withholding the pussy so that you can do all this other extra shit, give her all that attention and all that other stuff. See, a chick who has something to offer don't give a fuck about giving you some pussy, especially if she likes you, because the thing is, especially chicks who actually have something to offer and who have, you know, things going on and everything like that, they really ain't got time to play those games. You feel what I'm saying? So usually they're into you if they're even trying to really fuck with you like that and they actually want to make something happen. And they have other things going for them, so they don't need to like sort of dangle pussy around in order to feel like, you know, that they need to do that to keep you around. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like a lot of the chicks who don't got shit going for them, it's those chicks who basically aren't doing anything. The chicks we was talking about earlier, they're like, oh, I don't be doing that, I just be chilling, blah, blah, blah. Those are the girls who they need stuff from you because they done got shit popping off for themselves. So they're looking for men to, you know, to get those resources from, to get that attention from, to get that money from, to get that whatever it is. They're looking for you to give them that. You feel what I'm saying? And that shows you that she's a chick that has nothing to offer. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey,
so, you know,
let me tell you something real quick. You know, let me tell you how to recognize a good woman that's about something. If you chilling with her and you don't even think about sex.
Right.
But you're still attracted to her, like you're enjoying her company or her presence,
right?
And you know you're attracted to her. You feel excited when you're around her, but you're not necessarily thinking about sex.
Right.
That's how you know you fucking with a good chick. You understand?
Real talk.
Because sex is like the last thing you think about fucking with her. Because it's like, yo, she you know. She got some game about her. She got some intelligence about her. And by the way, I saw something on the internet the other day. You know, like we were talking about the chicks that talk about their degrees. A chick could have a PhD and still not be intelligent. So that's what I'm trying to say with this. It's like, if she's intelligent, she stimulates good conversation. Like, she gives you new ideas on things that you're trying to accomplish in your own life. You understand what I'm saying? So when you speak to her, like, it's like y'all building something. You understand?
Right.
And then it's like, oh shit, and I would fuck her.
Right, exactly.
You know
exactly.
It's like you realize that shit later, like, oh damn. I would fucking give it to that broad. You feel me? Like, it's like, that's how you know you fucking with somebody that got something about them, son.
Right. You see what I mean? And that's the thing. And don't let these women out here try to trick you and fool you into thinking that vagina is the shit, because all of them got vaginas. You feel what I'm saying? So what separates this girl with a vagina from that girl with a vagina? You feel what I'm saying? What separates it is the one who has something to offer besides the vagina. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, you as a man, you have to be able to recognize that shit. You feel me? So you don't waste your time. You don't get caught up in no bullshit with some girl who ain't got nothing to do, because if you're dealing with them girls who ain't got nothing to do, who got nothing going on, all they got to do is to get into some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, don't even bother with that. You feel me? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Now, real quick though, because every once in a while I be cruising OkCupid and Plenty of Fishy shit.
Right.
Bitches be coming up on there with credit card scams, my nigga. And,
oh, really?
And bank account scams. They be like, yo, I'm a bank teller at a bank, and if you give me an account number or blah blah blah, or we could create a new account, and then I could put money into your account and then cancel the transaction, but the money will still be in your account.
Wow.
And blah blah blah, and you take 50% and I take it. And I'm like, really, bitch?
Wow.
Like, really? Like, yo, so that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck with bitches that's about something, man. Mm-hmm. Don't fuck with a bitch that is a idle mind and evil and will get your ass in trouble.
Right. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Because if you're not building, then you're destroying.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you're in a situation where you're not building, that means you're wasting time. And wasting time is destruction within itself. Because all you have in your life is time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Real fucking talk, man. That's some real shit right there. That's some real fucking shit right there. Man. And on that note, people.
Yeah.
We are going to get out of here. So remember to go to I Look Sexy Naked so you can hear other episodes of The Bad Boy Show. Make sure you go to undeniablegame.com where you can get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And also make sure you go to Bad Boy Membership where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. And we are out of here, people. We'll see you next time. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We're gone. Later.
Peace.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.